We have a lot of different ways to describe the figurative art in Himalayan paintings and sculpture. We have the 11 main appearances or figurative forms, such as Buddha, kings, elders, laypersons, monastics, siddha appearance. Then we have deities, peaceful, followed by semi-peaceful, semi-wrathful, then animal featured, and then we have warrior appearance, a very indigenously Tibetan deity appearance. We have different ways of looking at things. We also have 11 different ways of dividing up deities. Now, with monastic figures, which is an important subject in the art because of the historical implications in the Buddhist teachings. But with monks, with monastics, we actually have three different types visually. And the three types are elders. Now, the elders are also sometimes called arhats, but in the Himalayan traditions, more accurately back translated to sthavira. Sthavira and arhat are two different descriptions. They're two different definitions. Whereas in China, in the 3rd, 4th, 5th century, in the Chinese language, sthavira and arhat were conflated. They were made synonymous. But in the Indian tradition and in Buddhism from India, arhats and sthavira are different. And the elders, the 16 elders that are commonly found in Tibet, are actually designated in Tibetan as Natan, and Natan is translated as sthavira in Sanskrit, not actually arhat. But this is not a confusion that will ever be sorted out. This will remain with us in perpetuity, I'm sure. So we have elders, then we have Indian monastics, and then we have Himalayan and Tibetan Central Asian monastics. Now, three different visual types. Now, what distinguishes them one from the other? Well, the arhats, or the elders, are primarily derived artistically from a Chinese tradition, from the 10th century. And often the elders are depicted in multicolored robes, multicolored garments, and they can also very often have beards. Sometimes they even have earrings, and they also wear some kind of shoes or felt boots. So really the main point here is the multicolored garments. Now, with some Tibetan traditions later on, then they start depicting the elders more in a normal, typical Tibetan teacher kind of monastic fashion. But a lot of the early art, no, it's following a Chinese visual model. So the second is Indian monastics. How do we depict Indian monastics in Himalayan art? Well, typically the monks have no shirts. Or if they do have a shirt, it's blue in color, and this distinguishes them from the Tibetan or Nepalese or Mongolian or other monks who would have a different kind of shirt. So we have the elders in multicolored garments, boots, sometimes earrings. We have the Indian monastics who are really seen without a shirt, or if they do, a blue shirt. Then we have the Himalayan and Tibetan monastics. Now, their robes are generally orange, red, or yellow, or mixed colors, and then the shirt will be the same color. It'll be orange, yellow, or red, depending. And all three of these examples, these three types, all have the patchwork robes, which actually looks like strips of cloth, and often they can be two-tone. You can have the strips as a lighter yellow or orange, and the more square rectangular parts of the robe are more reddish in color. Just a wide variety, and it all depends on the artist. So all of them have these patchwork robes. The Tibetans sometimes, not always, can have also boots or shoes. The Indians do not have shoes. The elders, based on a Chinese model, most often have shoes. So just a quick introduction to the three visual types of monastics in painting and sculpture. So you can always press the like button, you can share, you can subscribe, and you can, or if you want to, you can help support the work we do by becoming a member on Patreon.